I have coaches and practitioners that ask me all the time, Lori, can I have an online program? And my response is, yes, you can, but which type is best for you? And they look at me like, what? And then I say, but there's 4 different types of online programs. So we need to find out which one is best for you, because yes, you can have one, but based on what you want to do, where you live, what your scope of practice is, determines the type of online program that is best suited for you. So that is what we are going to do in this video today. I am going to walk through the 4 types of online programs and help you identify which one is best for you. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Lori Kennedy, founder of the Wellness Business Hub, and we work with practitioners and coaches from all over the world to help them get started with their online program and grow their online business. And so if that is applicable to you, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and you click the little bell thingy so that you get notified when we post any new training material. So this video is going to break down what an online program even is and the 4 different types. And then I'm going to give you some strategies so that you can know which type is best for you. And we also have a quiz. So this quiz walks you through a set of questions. It takes you about 17 seconds to answer and gives you personalized recommendations with detailed descriptions of each of the 4 types of an online program. So if you want to take the quiz, there is a link to it somewhere below this video. I highly recommend it because it will give you your personalized recommendation and also a lot sort of deeper insight into the specific type of online program that is best suited for you. So when I'm chatting with practitioners and coaches, I ask them if they even know what an online program is. And a lot of them, they go a little red in the face and they say, no, like, I know I want one, but I don't really know what it is or what it entails. So before I dive into the 4 types of an online program for practitioners and coaches, I thought it would be helpful to give you a high-level overview of what an online program even is. Now, I'm saying online program. It can also be called a signature program. It also can be called an online course. It can be called your methodology. It does not matter. It does not matter what we call it. We're all talking about the same thing. And that is having an offering that is delivered to a specific type of person, or that is sold to a specific type of person because they have a specific problem that the offering solves. And then the offering is delivered online. So there is no clinic, there is no face-to-face anything. The entire thing happens via tech platforms, using your content, using your intellectual property, using your professional experience, and the whole thing is facilitated online. So I want to dive a little bit deeper into what an online program is. So an online program is, like I said, it's an offering. And there should be specific things included in this offering that you charge money for, right? So for a lot of practitioners and coaches, they think that the online program is just the modules, or it's the modules and, let's say, the Facebook group. And sure, those things are a part of it, but I think it's important to really understand the business model of enrolling clients into a singular online program. So in the context that I'm talking about, we're talking about creating an offering, a standalone offering that is a solution to a specific ideal client's painful problem, which is why you will hear those of us who work with practitioners and coaches say all the time, you need to stop helping anyone and everyone. And in my opinion, niching isn't even enough. We need to have a specific, an area of specialization, right? What area do you specialize in so that you can say, I work with women who are recovering from divorce, right? And then how you help them is with your life coaching, for example. And so when we think about your online offering, the package, the thing that you are enrolling clients into is created to solve a particular ideal client's specific, persistent, painful problem. The whole thing is created to be a solution to your ideal client's persistent, painful problem. And so when you create your offering, your online offering in this way, we want to make sure that your online offering includes these 4 things. And so when anyone is enrolling into your offering, into your online program, what exactly are they getting? So the first thing that they are getting is an onboarding experience. You are a professional. And so you want to make sure that you are onboarding your new client or your new patient professionally. What this means is they're getting automated emails, and you have created an onboarding experience for them that slowly integrates them into your world, that slowly integrates them into the program and explains to them exactly like an itinerary would, explains to them what they should expect and how they're going to get the best possible results by working with you. And so if you've ever bought into an online program before where you were so excited, you were a little bit nervous, and you didn't get, you got sort of a receipt with a little bit of content and then a link to register for the content hub, and then that's it, right? And you're thinking, oh gosh, did I make a mistake, right? There's no instruction about coaching. There's no instruction about how to use it. There's no onboarding experience. And your first thought is, oh gosh, I hope this isn't a bust. And so I'm fairly certain you've probably had an experience like that. I know I have. And it doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth, right? This person just invested money. They're looking to you for the solution. They're nervous. They're excited. They don't know what to expect. And they get sort of an email that's, less than motivating. And so the first thing that your new clients or patients are going to experience is this beautiful, professional, guided onboarding experience, so that when somebody pays you money over the internet and you've never met them face to face, their first experience as a client is supportive, and you are guiding them through the experience. So that's thing number 1 is the onboarding experience. And that's all facilitated via automated emails after the person has completed the transaction and is now a new client in your program. And included in that onboarding experience are the instructions of how to access the content hub and client forms and how to access the community and every single thing that they need to know, so that they're not frustrated. They're not guessing. They have directions. They know where to go. They know where to be. All of that good stuff is included in the onboarding experience. It also allows them to access your content hub, where your intellectual property, where your methodology is being held. This is your modules. So the other element that is included in your online offering, in your online program, is your methodology. It's your intellectual property. It is the step-by-step system or methodology or protocol that you have designed to solve your ideal client's persistent, painful problem. And so when it comes time to even creating your program content, you have an anchor, and that anchor is the persistent, painful problem, so that when you are going and you're creating your 8 modules or your 12 modules or your 16 modules or however long your program is, we recommend 12 modules. You are not going, well, I don't even like, what am I talking about? What am I creating? It's like, no, you know that you are creating this particular program to be the solution for women who want to emotionally heal after a divorce, right? They're disconnected. They're probably a little disassociated, right? They're depressed, all the D words, right? And, and so you, as the life coach, for example, are saying, okay, well, what do they need to do first? And what do they need to do second? And what strategies do they need to do first? So that by the time they're done working with me, they feel the way that they want to feel. They're having their desired outcome. They're having the experiences that they want to experience. And so you're putting together this step-by-step instruction manual filled with action steps and learning lessons so that if they were to follow your program, they would get results, right? That they could essentially follow the program without talking to you, that they would get results. And so that is the second element that they must have, that you must have inside of your online program offering. And that's the reason why I harp on having an area of specialization and creating that persistent painful problem as the very first thing that you do, so that you're not left wondering, what is my program about and what should I do? And I don't want you, throwing in habits, like random habits, and calling that an online program. That's just like a mess. And so that's the second thing. So the second thing in your online program offering is your specialized signature system. It's your protocol, it's your methodology, it's how you are going to get your clients results. And then the third thing are client support options. So this is where you have, again, 4 different ways to support your clients, which I will talk about in just a second. And then the last must have is client accountability and community. And so one of the biggest benefits, one of the reasons that I love having an online program is for the accountability and the community aspect. So we know that creating change is hard, right? It's hard for us. If it's hard for us, it must be hard for our clients too. And so we know that there is stages of change. And in order for us to provide the best possible results for our clients, we have to understand the stages of change. And we know that not every client, just like we are not, is going to be motivated 100% of the time, right? That would be silly, right? That would be a silly thing to think that all of your clients, every single one of them, is going to be motivated 100% of the time and is going to achieve phenomenal results. It's just not true. And so for us, it's really important that when we're building out accountability for our clients inside of our online program container, and when we're building out community for our clients inside of our online program container, we take these stages of change into consideration. And it does not matter where you live or who you work with or what your area of specialization is or where you were trained. It does not matter if you're a massage therapist or a life coach or a naturopathic doctor or a functional medicine practitioner. We all go through the stages of change. And it's a continuum. So it's not a direct straight line, right? And so we have to understand that our clients are going to experience setbacks. Our clients are going to experience challenges, and they're going to experience bottlenecks because perhaps maybe their self-identity is not, up leveling as quickly as their body is changing, for example, or as they're healing whatever it is that you are helping them to work through, right? And so we have to understand that they might move from being in action to all the way back to pre-contemplation. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I have to do this. And that's how it's going to work. And so offering accountability and community is really, really important to supporting client results. And the good news is that because we're doing this online, there are leveraged automated ways for you to be able to provide a personalized level of accountability in a very automated way. And there's a way for you to create community and have community culture based on your core values and based on the community supporting each other, and it's not always you constantly motivating and cheering and answering questions and all of that good stuff. So that answers the question of what is an online program, right? An online program is made up of those 4 must-haves, which is onboarding, which is your specialized signature system, that is your protocol, your methodology, client coaching options, and accountability and community. And so now when we talk about, okay, cool, I get that, right? I get that I have this one offering that as long as I continue to grow my audience with my ideal client, there's always going to be a percentage of my ideal audience that wants to enroll into my online program. Cool. I got it. Thank you for the explanation. You are so welcome. So now let's talk about the 4 different types of coaching support, which is really the 4 different types of online programs. And so the first type of online program is one-to-one private sessions. So I get this question a lot from practitioners and coaches, and they say to me, Lori, I really like working one-to-one with clients, or I legally have to work one-to-one with clients. Maybe you're a naturopathic doctor. Maybe you are a physiotherapist. Maybe you're a social worker. There, depending on if you're licensed and regulated or not, there are different requirements that must be met based on your professional designation. And so some of you want to, and some of you have to include one-to-one sessions. So that is option number 1. It's having your online program where your ideal client will enroll into the program, and their option to be coached by you is X number of one-to-one sessions. And so you charge accordingly because your time is not leveraged other than them consuming the content in your content hub, consuming your signature program, and then coming to the one-to-one call. And I think this is where a lot of practitioners and coaches get confused. They're like, I don't understand. And this is because we are taught to react to our clients and patients. We are taught to work with anyone and everyone. And so when somebody comes to you, you don't know ahead of time what's going on. And so you are forced to react to them in the moment. This is not the same. When you have an online program, you are basically saying, I work with women who are newly divorced, who are disassociated, disconnected, and depressed, and want to learn how to heal, right? Who want to heal their heart so that they can love again. That is it. So you are attracting just those people, even though, as for example, a life coach, you were taught to work with anyone and everyone, right? So when clients come to you inside of your online program, they are going through your specialized signature system and they are doing the work, and then they are showing up to the one-to-one call, and you're actually able to coach them through execution. You're actually able to coach them through their bottlenecks versus them coming to you and being like, so what's happening this week? Right? It's a much more structured, structured and facilitated journey, right? You are facilitating their experience versus them just coming and, saying what's going on this week and you trying to coach them through random stuff. And so that's option number 1, is a certain number of one-to-one sessions. Then option 2 is weekly community coaching sessions. This is what I have referred to as group coaching calls. I don't love them to be called group coaching because that sort of implies that there's a start date and an end date. And with the ongoing enrollment method, meaning that your ideal client is always enrolling into your program, they're just weekly sessions, right? They're weekly coaching sessions. And that is also an option. So when somebody enrolls into your online program and they don't need, or you don't have to include one-to-one sessions, then basically the offering is, yep, you can enroll into the blank program. And here's how it's facilitated. You will get access to my protocol. You will also get access to my community. You will also get access to our weekly community sessions. And so that's option number 2. And then option number 3 is what I call the fusion method. And so this is where we fuse together one-to-one sessions with weekly community coaching. And so the client or patient is getting both, right? They're getting a set number of one-to-ones with you, and they're also allowed to attend the weekly community coaching. And then the last option is what we call self-guided. This is where there is no coaching. There's no coaching at all. This is for practitioners and coaches who are licensed and regulated. I guess it wouldn't be a coach then. This is for practitioners who are licensed and regulated, who still want to provide their protocol, who want to provide their signature system to people outside of their province or state, that they are legally not allowed to enter into some type of professional relationship with. And so the way that you can think about it is the people outside of your licensed province or state still deserve access to your solution because it's good. You just can't interact with them because you're not licensed in that, province or state. And so it would be the same thing as them buying a book. They're buying an educational program that has no access to community, no access to coaching, no access to you. It is purely self-guided. So those are the 4 different types of online programs: one-to-one sessions, weekly community coaching, fusion, where you fuse together the one-to-one and weekly community coaching. And then 4 is self-guided. And so you can have all of these options available, right? When you're on an enrollment call with a potential client and you, as the professional, are guiding them through your enrollment conversation, you are deciding what is in their best interests, right? You are deciding if you want to offer them, one-to-one sessions only, or fusion, or weekly community coaching. Each one has a different price point. And so you can decide on the enrollment call what would be in their best interest. Now, you don't have to have all of the options, but you can. And so, as I said, each one has a different price point. And you as the professional can say, you know what? It sounds like you're on a lot of meds and it sounds like there could be some contraindications. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we're going to go with blank program. And you don't even have to say, I have these options. You can just be like, we're going to go with blank program. And here's what it includes. And so it's going to include, your onboarding experience, access to my signature system. You're going to get 3 private calls with me, 1 at the beginning, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the end, just to make sure that you're on track. And then you're also going to get access to the weekly community coaching where you and I can touch base every single week, right? And so you can adjust the offering or the coaching support based on who it is that you're talking to. But the good news is that once the online program offer is done, it's done. So it's not like you're changing the content for each client. You're not. You're just changing this coaching support based on what they need. And this is how you leverage your time. This is why I say having an online signature program is your ticket to freedom, because the majority of it is automated. And once the work is done, it's done. And then you can modify how you enroll clients into it with these different coaching support options. But the work is done. And that's, it gives you the ability to impact people from all over the world. It gives you the ability, it gives you back your bandwidth so that you actually do have energy to show up and coach, because you're not having to react to people and think on your toes all day long. And it gives you the opportunity to really streamline your entire online business, because basically you're just pushing people to this one thing. So I hope that helps you. I hope that gives you a deeper understanding of what an online signature program is and the 4 options that you can use to enroll people into it. If this was helpful for you, I would love for you to take the quiz. It dives much deeper into the 4 different options and tells you which one is best for you. based on some qualifications. And you can find the link for the quiz somewhere around this video. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you real soon. Bye.